don't tell me not to be afraid. There's a madman out there. He's already killed 2 of my sisters. Listen to me, Roxanne. I know you're scared, but I've got a job to do, and I'm going to catch the campus stalker with or without your help.
Okay, hold it. You're playing the melodrama.
Well, excuse me, Harry. What else is there to play?
I want you to play the reality of the scene, Megan. I want you to really make me feel afraid. Come on, Audrey. You could be a target, too, so you've got to really be frightened. Yeah. All right, now let's start from the top, okay?
Nice going, Megan. I hope you're satisfied.
Randy, we're rehearsing.
Why? Why bother? See this? This is the official notice from Mr. Fred Banks, the owner of our building. He's doubling our rent, which means we can kiss Fraternity Row goodbye as well as our nice little jobs. And who do we have to thank for that? Tell him, Megan.
Oh, no, you're not going to blame this on me.
Oh, who else is there to blame? I ask our star to do one simple little favor, and that is to entertain Mr. Banks, her most loyal fan. But does she cooperate? Oh, no, she's an actress. Or should maybe I say prima donna? Well, Megan, I've got news for you. We don't need that kind of attitude on this set. You're fired.
Oh, don't tell me you could tear yourself away from your breakfast meeting. That is what you called it, isn't it?
Take it easy, Gabrielle. You are angry over nothing.
Who's angry? You have your business, I have mine. You have your child on the way, I have mine upstairs. There's really nothing more to discuss, is there?
I am sorry you had to learn about the pregnancy that way, but it doesn't change anything between you and me.
Really? Then you are as unreliable a father as you are a husband and a lover. Unless, of course, you've come to the same conclusion that I have. That your loving Alicia is lying through her teeth.
Is the lady up to having a visitor?
Oh, no, but the lady is up to seeing her husband.
Ah, that smile.
Oh.
Can't tell you how glad I am to see that smile.
Yeah, almost as glad as I am to see you.
You know, when I think of how close I came to losing you.
I know. I was stumbling around in the snow, praying I would find my way back to you and the children. It's the only thing that kept me going.
Well, I did my share of praying, too. Thank God it's all over. You're warm, you're dry, and you're never going to leave me again. And that is an order, Mrs. B.
Yes, sir, Mr. B.
Rafe is outside. He wants to ask you about what happened up on the mountain.
Yeah.
I told him to give you a chance to recuperate. And
No, I don't want to wait. I want to talk to him now.
Honey, you need your rest.
I can rest later on. There'll be plenty of time for rest. I have this feeling, I don't know why, that with every passing moment I'm getting further and further away from my daughter.
Mrs. Buchanan was unable to identify her abductors. All that's known is that she managed to escape them, only to be lost in the snow on Llantano Mountain. After a night alone on the summit, subjected to the storm and the winds.
Gosh, you know, I don't see how in the world she survived that. Wait, look, we have 3 different jellies for your toast. What do you want? Strawberry, blueberry, or orange marmalade?
Thank you.
Well, here, try the strawberry. I'll spread it for you.
Mari
Okay?
Lynn, what are you doing? Now you want to spread my toast for me? You've been treating me like a 2-year-old all morning.
I just wanted to make you a nice breakfast. It's been a long time since we've had breakfast together. I wanted everything perfect. I'm sorry if it's not to your liking.
It's not that. Everything is fine. You just didn't have to go to all that trouble, okay?
I didn't go to any trouble. Besides, I want to spend the day how I like, with my husband.
Is this your way of making up to me about that argument we had yesterday over Christine?
Wait, I really wish you wouldn't bring that up. As far as I'm concerned, the subject is closed, so why don't you just finish reading your article?
No, I know my wife, and from what I can tell, the subject is not closed. I told you yesterday I'm not having an affair with Christine. I gave you my word.
Okay, then there's nothing left to talk about. So please, finish reading it.
No, Mari Lynn, it's not that easy. We're going to talk about what's going on between the two of us right now.
Now, Viki, you told Clint that you were abducted by a group of men. And so far, the only name that we have is Leo Cromwell's.
Yes, well, Leo was the one who tricked me into coming up to the cabin, but when I got there were others.
How many others?
2 at the cabin and 1 more at the cave.
4 altogether?
Yes. See, Leo was there when I arrived at the cabin. He was waiting for me. and he was joined shortly thereafter by Lysander Clare.
Lysander. I knew we hadn't seen the last of him. If I get my hands on that
Clint,
man,
I need to hear about the others.
There was another familiar face. It was my father's. I'm serious. There was another man who was a dead ringer for my father. Anyway, they dragged me out of the cabin into some cave that was off on the side of the mountain. And when we got there, Lysander Clare tried to hypnotize me. And then they set off an explosion on the outside of the cave. Anyway, it was all done just to try to bring Niki Smith back.
What about the fourth man?
I don't know anything about him. He didn't arrive until we got to the cave. And he was wearing some strange kind of a uniform.
Or uniform? You mean like police, military,
No,
what?
No, it was very unusual. Thing is, I kept thinking that I'd seen it somewhere before.
Did you see?
I can't for the life of me think where, sorry.
Did you see his face?
No, I did not see his face. That was odd. He was wearing a mask. He was wearing a plain white mask the whole time. The thing is, from the moment he arrived, he was obviously the one who was in charge. Anyway, they set off the explosion. And, well, then I was stumbling around in the snow, and I fell, and I hit my head, and...
well, sweetheart, you're back here now, and you're with us, and you're safe and sound.
Yeah. Sorry, Rafe, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll have to find Leo and the others. They'll be able to give you all the answers you need.
Well, Viki, according to the state troopers, Leo's vanished without a trace.
Vanished? Well, that's not even possible. He's weak. He's wounded. He can't have gone very far.
Maybe not, but he's managed to avoid detection.
Well, what about Lysander and the others? Surely there's a sign of them.
For all we know, the whole gang could have been killed in the storm, and we won't know that for a few days, so all we're left with here is a question of motive.
Well, I told you they wanted to bring back Niki Smith.
But why, Viki? There was no ransom demand. What did they hope to get from Niki Smith that they couldn't get from you?
I don't know. I really don't know, Rafe. I've been trying to put the pieces together. Everything's such a blur in my mind. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why didn't I think of that before?
I should have known you would say something like that. Faking a pregnancy is the kind of cheap trick that you would pull.
I see. And your virtuous wife, well, she's above those things, right, Michael? Oh, wake up! If a woman is desperate enough, she'll do anything to hang on to her husband.
Well, since Alicia is in no danger of losing her husband, there isn't any need to resort to such tactics.
If you two are so blissfully happy together, what are you doing here? Go back to your wife, Michael.
Damn it! You knew the rules when we started. Don't try and change them now.
Why not? You change them when it suits you.
Now, here we go again. Alicia shows up in town, and so it is Michael's fault.
Is it just a coincidence that she's in town with her niece? And let's not forget the alleged baby.
No. The baby is real. Do you understand that? It is real, and I am telling you, it makes no change between you and me. We will still be together and work together, and what is more, we will still find that gold together.
Together under your terms, of course.
You make it sound like I am dictating the terms.
Well, aren't you?
I need you, Gabrielle.
Oh, don't make it worse by lying, please.
It is not a lie. I need you as much as you need me.
Like a boss needs an employee.
No, as a lover and as a partner. That's what we both want, isn't it? I have shared some of my deepest secrets with you. Doesn't that tell you something?
What do you want, Michael?
Okay, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
I have another assignment for you.
So what are you waiting for, Miss Gordon? I think you showed everybody where your loyalties lie, and they sure as hell aren't with Fraternity Row. So why don't you hit the road before we run you out of here on a rail?
This is so unfair. Even for you, Randy. Excuse me, but what is the big deal? I mean, if this Fred Banks character is your biggest fan, why didn't you just meet the guy? And if he owns the building, it could have helped.
Do you know what you're suggesting, Audrey?
Yeah, she's suggesting that maybe you think of someone else besides yourself. Imagine that!
I don't have to imagine anything, Randy. I was in that hotel room with Mr. Banks, your little pal, and he didn't just want my autograph.
Oh, apparently we're supposed to assume that whenever a fan gives you a little wink and a smile, you're supposed to go to bed with him. Hey, everybody, I was there. The guy served hors d'oeuvres and champagne. Big deal.
Big deal. That was the first course. I was supposed to be the second course. Come on, you all know me. You know that I would do anything to keep this show from going under. But you wouldn't expect me to prostitute myself for the landlord, would you? No, but you did.
All I did was introduce her to a friendly fan.
Oh, a friendly fan who insists on doing business in his hotel room and not downstairs in the dining room. I don't believe this. You set her up, Randy?
It sure sounds that way. Is that the story, Randy?
What are you talking about, a story? What am I, a writer? Listen, in case you forgot, I'm the producer of the show, and you people will do as I say. And that includes you, Megan. And as soon as I can get you written out of this story, you're history.
Men can be such creeps. Megan, I'm really sorry that I doubted you. Can you ever forgive me?
Yes, it's okay.
That goes for me, too, kid.
You know, he really doesn't think that I care about my fans. And they're all going to think that I just left the show, when the truth of the matter is that... Megan, what are you thinking? Why shouldn't they know the truth? I'm not going to leave here without fighting. I'm calling a press conference.
Mari Lynn, jealousy is a part of every marriage. Now, how do you think I feel when you're making love on TV with all those wonderful Fraternity Row actors?
It's acting, Wade. You and Christine...
No. Christine and I are just friends. Good friends, but that's all. Honey, you're my wife, and I've loved you since the first day I've met you, and I love you even more now. You know that.
Well, every now and again, I have to reassure myself. I mean, our work, it tears us apart constantly, Wade. Even right now, I'm worried that Christine's gonna pop out of the toaster or something and whisk you away again.
Wait. If I seem preoccupied with Christine lately, it's because she's going through a tough time.
Well, she's not the only one.
I owe you an apology.
I'm the one who accused you.
Yeah, but how did I deal with it? I just stormed out. I'm sorry. You were trying to deal with the problem, and I was running away from it. Let's start right now and wipe the slate clean, okay? And the next time we have a problem, let's not deal with it with anger and suspicion. Okay?
Okay. I have an idea.
Oh, I like that idea, but unlike you, I don't have the day off.
Well, then we can work together. I'll be your waitress for a day. And then after that, we can have a nice, quiet, romantic dinner. Just the two of us.
It's a deal.
Burger.
Christine? Oh, thank God it's you.
Daddy, where are you?
Never mind. The further you are away from a loser like me, the better.
Daddy, you are not a loser. Look, I didn't have time to tell you this before, but everything that you did to Viki and everything you did to me, I forgive you for everything, okay?
Oh, darling, I don't deserve your forgiveness. I don't deserve to have a wonderful daughter like you.
Don't say that, okay?
Look, Christine, I have ruined my life, and I damn near ruined yours. And I know that I am to blame for that. But the one I blame even more is Michael Grand. He's made it so I can never make amends, and I'll never be free. But I promise you I'll make him pay, if it's the last thing I do.
This is the fever talking, okay? Now, look, you've got to tell me where you are so I can come and help you.
Christine, I'll try and call you again. Just know that I love you. I always have, and I always will. Viki, thank God you were rescued. No thanks to Michael. Well, whatever you're searching for up on that mountain, Michael, I'm going to find it first. Then I'll call the tune and you'll dance for me.
It's all connected somehow. Everything that happened yesterday up on the mountain is somehow connected with the child that I lost 25 years ago. No, I'm not being silly or hysterical. For some reason, the man in the mask and the explosion were supposed to jar Niki Smith into coming alive again. They were trying to recreate something. They were trying to recreate Niki's birth.
Damn it, Rafe. If they have risked her life trying to dredge up Niki Smith again, then...
Now, wait a minute, there's more. There's more. It's just all hazy.
Now, Viki, try. Can you remember anything else? Any details?
I am trying. I'm trying. I can't. I just can't.
All right. That's enough. That's enough questions for one day. You need some sleep.
Oh, honey, no.
Sleep, sweetheart. We'll talk again later.
All right.
Okay? Bye.
Thanks a lot, Viki. You rest up, okay?
Thanks very much.
I'm sorry if I was pushing your Clint.
No. You were doing your job. I know that. We're not about to get anything else out of here. Not now, anyway. But there is something that we can do.
Now, if you think you're tracking down Leo and the others, I'm willing to bet they're long gone.
Oh, that may be. But Christine Cromwell is still in town. And she's going to tell me where to find her father.
You want me to go to Viki while she's in hospital and pump information out of her?
We have another source, remember?
Tina wasn't on the mountain.
No, but if Viki remembers everything that happened on the mountain and confides in Tina, they might be able to expose me.
Well, how could that happen? You said you were wearing a mask and a uniform that you asked me to hide.
I neglected to mention that there was a struggle between Viki and me, and it is possible that she is in possession of the Eterna pin.
So you want me to find out if Viki still has the pin?
That's one thing. There's also Roger Gordon.
What about him?
Well, he was the one who rescued Viki. Doesn't that sound odd?
I just assumed he was a family friend.
Well, maybe he was being a good Samaritan, but it's possible he had some other motive. And since I can't go up there and nose around,
Then it's up to me.
I knew you'd see it that way.
All right. I will see what I can do about getting information out of Tina. And in return, you're going to do something for me.
I agreed to let you come along for this interview, but I asked the questions, okay?
Rafe. All right. We'll do it your way.
Hi there, Christine.
Rafe, Clint, look, if you're looking for a table, just take your pick.
We didn't come here to eat.
Christine, I'm sure you heard about what happened to Viki last night.
Well, yeah, it's all over the radio. I'm really sorry, Clint.
Sorry enough to tell us where you were last night?
Beg your pardon?
Christine, I need to ask you a few questions. It would help us if you could tell us how you spent the last 24 hours.
Well, it's no mystery. I was either here at work or at my room at the waterside.
Aren't you leaving out the hospital?
Clint?
All right. So I went to the hospital. I had to check on my father.
Then you're aware that your father disappeared from Llanview Hospital before he was officially released.
Of course I am. I'm worried about him.
What the hell does he want? Is he really so bitter at Viki that he'd leave her up on top of a mountain to freeze to death?
Clint, you are wrong. Whatever happened to Viki, my father could not have had a hand in it.
Oh, the hell he can't. His imprint is all over it.
Clint, would you just stay out of this?
What, and let her get away with this 10-cent act? I want the truth, Rafe. Now, where is your father hiding?
Would you just stop it? Why don't you just leave me alone, okay?
What's going on? What's going on?
Would you just tell them to leave me alone?
You stay out of this, Wade.
Clint, you're in my restaurant now and you're harassing one of my waitresses. You back off and you back off now.
You'll never guess how I feel.
Happy?
Happy and safe. As if no one could ever harm us.
No one can. No one ever will.
her towards the entrance.
Since you will not allow Niki to emerge, we must do it ourselves.
Don't look at me.
Watch your lover. Do you remember the feelings you had for him? He was your whole life. He was your whole future happiness.
Dear God, no.
Viki, it's okay. It's just a bad dream.
Tina.
Oh, I'm so happy I got here when I did. You were having a terrible nightmare, but it's okay. It's all over with it.
No. No, you don't understand. No, that wasn't a nightmare at all. That was a memory. That was a memory of something that happened a long time ago.
What?
I almost remembered it when Clint and Rafe were in here. But now I'll never forget it as long as I live. My daughter, the child that was taken from me 25 years ago, she wasn't Niki Smith's. She's mine.
So, what do you want me to do for you?
It's not that kind of favor.
Really? Too bad. How much is it going to cost me?
And it doesn't involve money either. You know that I'm planning a very lavish gala for the opening of the hotel.
I hadn't forgotten.
I want you to be my escort.
You're joking.
No, I'm not joking. It's the most important night in my life, and I want you to share it with me.
I have every intention of being there to support you, Gabrielle, but I will be going with my wife.
You ask favors of me every minute of the day. I only ask for what's rightfully mine.
I beg your pardon?
That's right. You're more mine than you are hers. All she has is your name.
Oh, come on. You're an adult. You know how the game is played.
I didn't know this was a game. I thought it was a love affair.
It is an affair. No one has ever mentioned love.
How can you be so cruel?
You can't tell me that you didn't know that there would be times when you would have to make yourself scarce.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Michael? Well, I'm not going to quietly just disappear. You're going to take me to that gala, and your wife can just wait for another time.
No. Do not give me an ultimatum.
If you don't take me to the gala, find somebody else to nose out information on Viki Buchanan.
No, I suggest you reconsider that, because otherwise you will be out of my life and out of the hotel business.
You can't threaten me.
It's not a threat. You see, we're two of a kind, aren't we, Gabrielle? We're both takers, and we both love power. But there is one crucial difference between us. You seek power, I have it. And if you push me far enough, I will use it against you.
Go on, take Alicia to the party. You two deserve each other.
And the information?
Oh, you'll get your information. You always get what you want, don't you, Michael?
Eventually. So will you, if you behave sensibly. I have an important meeting. Keep in touch.
If what you say is true, and I'm not saying that it is, but if my father helped lure Viki up to that cabin, he must have been forced into it.
Oh, yeah, just like he was forced into tricking Viki into believing that you were her daughter.
Look, how many times does she have to tell this? She doesn't know anything about it.
Wait, nobody said that she did.
Can't you hear what they're doing? They're not giving her a chance.
All right, Christine, you say your father was forced to get Viki up to the cabin.
There's no other explanation.
Well, if you believe it that strongly, then you must know who was responsible. Who could have forced your father to endanger Viki's life? Who has that kind of power over him?
I don't know.
Well, this isn't going to get us anywhere. Come on, Clint, let's get out of here.
You gonna buy the story of hers? I'm telling you, Rafe, she can lead us to her father.
Christine, I may need to call you downtown for a formal interview sometime later on.
Come on, Rafe, is that really necessary?
It might be. Meanwhile, if your father does try to contact you, don't even think of keeping it a secret. You contact my office immediately. Otherwise, you could be charged with obstruction of justice. Clear? Come on, Clint. Clint, let's go.
Wait, I need to talk to you.
Okay, they're gone. Talk to me.
Hello.
Christine, look.
Wait, it's all right. We have the whole day to spend together. Do what you can for Christine. I'll wait for you right here.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mari Lynn.
Come on.
You see, Lysander, Claire, and the others were trying to bring back Niki Smith. That's why they recreated the explosion. Because the very first time that Niki ever appeared was after that first explosion.
Well, why would an explosion have that kind of an effect?
I don't think it was the explosion. I think that someone was caught in the blast.
Well, who was there, though, besides Niki?
That's where the man in the mask comes in.
Yeah, but you said you didn't recognize him.
No, I didn't. But they kept telling me that he was my lover, and I know that when I witnessed the explosion that they faked, I had this awful feeling of panic, of horror. And it wasn't for me, it was for him.
But the person that everyone was saying is Niki's lover?
No, he was not Niki's lover.
What?
I couldn't make any sense out of this at all up on the mountain, but after Roger found me and took me back to the cabin, a fragment of my memory came back. It came back to me in a dream. I dreamed that I was lying in a field of flowers, poppies. And I wasn't alone. There was a young man with me. He was my lover.
Huh. Boy, I wish I had dreams like that. Who was he?
I don't know. I couldn't see his face in the dream, but I know that we were very, very, very close, as if we had just made love.
And?
That's all. The memories are blurred from then on, thanks to Lysander Claire's powers of hypnosis. But I know that it wasn't a dream. It was real. It really happened to me.
Viki, maybe it just seemed real.
No.
No, now listen, you spent the whole night out there in the cold and the snow. When you got here and you're safe and you're warm, maybe it was just a wonderful wish come true.
No, darling. It really happened to me. I was 17 or 18, I guess. I was very young. And the young man in my arms, he was my lover. And I know that the baby was ours. Not Niki Smith's, but his and mine.
When all my loyal fans find out that I've been fired, I want them all to know exactly why. It was not because I refused to do certain scenes or because I forgot all my lines. It was because I refused to be prostituted to lower the rent.
So you're saying that someone asked you to sleep with the landlord to lower the rent in this building?
Yes, that was expected of me.
By your producer, Randy Stone?
Oh, you said that, I did.
Oh, no. That's a very strong accusation, Miss Gordon.
That is no accusation. It's a fact, Miss Kramer.
Huh.
It was expected of me, shall we say, to entertain my landlord. And when I didn't, I was fired. We've all heard about the casting couch, haven't we? But to do this to lower the rent, I'm sorry, I think that's pretty sleazy.
Randy Stone, get him on camera, please.
Stone, get these cameras out of my face,
Mr.
please.
Stone, is it true that you asked one of your actresses to sleep with the landlord?
Yeah, what's the going rate on this? My show. And I'll have you know you have to have my authorization to use this space.
So what are you going to do? Fire me again, Randy?
Excuse me, Mr. Stone, is this the beginning of a cover-up?
No, of course there's no cover-up. She was asked to do some normal publicity, which she is required to do by contract. And as a result of not doing that, the entire show is going to fold.
Oh, no, you can't blame this on me.
Hold it, everybody, hold it. Look, I know that sensationalistic television is making all the ratings these days, but we're not going to solve anything this way. However, I have the perfect solution.
Christine, why didn't you say anything to Clint and Rafe?
But don't be angry with me. Well, you heard Clint. I was afraid. He's already tried and convicted my father.
Okay, so you can't tell the cops. How about Viki? Don't you think she deserves to know who's trying to hurt her?
Yeah, I owe her that. Will you come to the hospital with me?
Christine,
Wait, I cannot face her alone. Please.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Thanks. I'll go get my coat.
Honey, looks like I'm gonna finally take you up on that offer you made earlier.
What offer? It took so long.
Well, the offer to work here on a day off if I needed you to.
Well, it was with you. I mean, that was the whole idea, for us to spend the day together.
Yeah, but you see, Christine needs to visit Viki in the hospital, and, well, I told her I'd go with her.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, don't let me stop you.
Mari Lynn, I'm really sorry for spoiling your plans.
Just go, okay? I'll be fine.
Thanks, honey.
Boy, I always thought I was the troubled teen, you know, because I was always running around with fast boys and stuff. But you to have a lover, I mean, you were the National Honor Society.
Honey, I was human even when I was 17.
Yeah, from what you've told me, our father raised you to be more than human. Boy, I wonder what he'd do if he knew.
He knew. He knew perfectly well. And his reaction was very predictable. He hired Lysander Clare to erase my memories. Not only did he take my child away from me, he took away the very thought of the baby's father, the man that I loved.
Well, maybe in his own way, he was trying to protect you.
No, honey. Let's speak the truth, shall we? Father was ruled by his pride. I wounded that pride by falling in love and getting pregnant. He couldn't tolerate the daily reminder of that, and so he... Oh, my God. He was responsible for the young man's death.
Oh, no, Viki, I can't believe
Sure he was. Why else would that man, the one who looked exactly like Father, why else would he have been there yesterday? They're all connected. Somehow they are connected. The explosion and the young man being killed and Niki being born.
Well, why would anyone want to recreate a moment like that? I mean, what would anybody have to gain from it?
I don't know. But Lysander Clare knows. He's known the truth all along, including the fact that the baby was mine, not Niki Smith's. Oh, God, Tina, I have to piece all this together. All the pieces, the explosion, and Niki and Father, and the man in the mask, and the baby. Oh, why can't I remember this? Why can't I blast through this wall in my mind, the one that is stopping me from remembering? Damn it.
Just calm down, all right? We'll find this out together, I promise. But you need to get some rest now.
No, I can't rest. My daughter is out there somewhere. And Lysander and Leo and the others, they know who she is. So why can't I?
You fool. All you had to do was follow my instructions, and everything would have worked out just fine.
It wasn't that easy.
Don't look at me. Just listen. I gave you enough money to live on for the rest of your life, and all I asked in return was that you leave the country and never come back.
But what about Viki Buchanan? She's got friends. She has power. They could track me down wherever I go.
If, for the sake of argument, she is able to lead the police to you, all you have to do is remain silent. Now, there isn't any evidence, Arthur. There weren't any fingerprints left around. No one can prove that you had anything to do with this.
You're just saying that to get rid of me.
I'm saying it because it is true. The police can't hurt you. But, Arthur, I can. So, take advantage of my generosity while I'm still in the giving mood, will you? Take the money, get on a plane. Enjoy the tropics for the rest of your days. Bon voyage, Arthur.
He's right. Take the money and go. Viki Buchanan can't hurt me. What if he's wrong? What if she can?
So
Well, what do you suggest, Miss Kramer?
I have the perfect forum that will allow you two to air your differences. There's a new show on WVLE right now called Llanview Live. I'll take the both of you into the studio. We'll put you on camera, and then we'll let the audience decide who's right and wrong.
Everybody shut up. I'll tell you something right now. That's a cheap stunt to get ratings for your new show. Forget it.
What's the matter, Randy? Are you afraid to let the public decide? You always say he cares so much about his loyal fans.
Afraid, huh? Afraid? Here, write this down. I have nothing to be afraid of because I feel I have done nothing wrong.
Well, then you have nothing to fear, right?
Yeah, how about it, Randy?
Well, here's your chance to state your case.
Who said that? Who said that? What? Audrey, was that you? After everything I've done for you, you say that?
I can't tell a lie, Randy. I said it.
No, it was me.
No, I said it. I said it.
Wait. What's your answer, Mr. Stone? What's your answer?
All right, damn it. I'm not afraid of a little live TV. Yeah. And I'm sure as hell not afraid of her. Let's rumble.
Whoa! Great. Like cars parked out front. I'll see you both out there.
First, a picture of the champ and the contender.
Yeah, shake hands and come out fighting. Well, I better not. Might rub off.
Then Rumpelstiltskin jumped up and down and made a hole through the floor and fell right through. And he was never heard from that day till this. And as for the Queen and the King and their beautiful baby, they lived happily ever after. Just like we are, Al. Only we won't need a king. We won't need anybody.
Gabrielle, is it true? Did you find the gold?
Yes, I found the gold. And all by myself.
Oh, you are incredible. I have spent my whole life searching for that gold, but you had the magic touch. Oh, darling, we have everything we want now.
We? Darling?
Well, sure. We've been in this together from the start, huh? Share and share alike.
Little man, you had your chance, but you kissed it away.
Oh, no, you don't understand. I don't care about the gold. I love you.
And what about your wife?
What wife? I don't have a wife. I filed for divorce, see? There it is right there. I'm all yours now.
But I don't want you anymore. You're a day late, and many, many dollars too short.
No, you can't mean that. Oh, Gabrielle. You gotta give me another chance.
You had your chance. Here. Get yourself a new wife. Maybe she can take care of you. Because from now on, I can take care of myself. I'll do everything for us. Yes, I will. I know all I need to know about it, Turner. And I'll find that city and all of its gold before Michael does. And I'll be the best mother for you. And the richest. Oh, we will have everything, my precious. Everything.
Look, I gotta go now, and I want you to get some rest.
No, somehow I have to find Lysander and those men, and I have to make them tell me the truth about my daughter.
Viki, we will find out about your daughter. We'll do it together, but you need to get your strength back first.
Oh, you're right about that. If I'm going to pursue this at all, I have to be stronger.
Then sleep. And Clint will be here soon.
Thanks, darling.
All right. I love you.
Oh, honey, I love you, too. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Doctor.
Quite all right. Is this Mrs. Buchanan's room?
Yes. Are you assisting Dr. Wallach?
Yes, I'm Dr. Hopkins, Paul Hopkins, the hypothermia specialist.
Yeah. You look so familiar. Have we met?
No, I don't think so. Now, if you excuse me, I'd like to look in on Mrs. Buchanan. See if she's all right.
She was just going to go to sleep right now.
I won't disturb her. I just want to check her charts.
You're the doctor.